I wanted to speak about Pharmakeia or Pharmakeia, this word. And I'll start off by saying I listened to a short video on this forum, on Rumble, where Dr. Peter Glidden was interviewed, and where he says a lot. And if possible, I'm going to try and share the link with you so that you can check it out. Now, the word Pharmakeia, I became aware of this word must be 15 years ago. You may have to use alternate search engines to get to the right description of this word, its meaning, because so much is being changed and pulled off that they don't want us to know. But anyway, the word or the names pharmacy and pharmaceutical is derived from the word Pharmakeia. Now, the word Pharmakeia means sorcery and witchcraft. It also mentions poisoning, magical arts, idolatry. So yes, quite a good explanation, and I would suggest that you go and check it out. But like I say, I don't think Google would be the right way to go. I did try and check on Google just more recently, and I wasn't very satisfied with the info I got. It was actually totally really not what was found in previous years. But anyway, so pharmaceutical and pharmacy, meaning idolatry, witchcraft, sorcery, not really a good thing. And we find that the medical fraternity has been prescribing drugs, poisons, which can be very detrimental to our health, and normally is. In the video I watched earlier on, this Dr. Peter Glidden, he actually mentions that over the third largest cause for deaths in the USA. Now, I'm in South Africa, and I would have to check what the world statistics are. But just in the USA, that the death caused by the medical fraternity is the third largest of all deaths. In other words, this is sort of scary because it's not cancer or heart disease or diabetes. These might supersede the medical side of it. But to think that your physician is the one that is causing most of the deaths, or third of all of the deaths in America, and he mentions a figure of 15,000 per month. Now, that is staggering. It really is staggering. And, I'm laughing about it, but death is no laughing matter. It really isn't. And I think we have all been so caught up in Big Pharma and being taught from a young age that this is the way to go, that we generally accept that this is the norm. We believe what we were taught by our parents, and I know they meant well. They didn't know any better. So I'm certainly not blaming them for this. I know that they really had our best interest at heart. But over the years, what has happened is that it's all about money, and we have seen this more recently in the vax rollouts. They don't care about the individual. It is about their draconian ways that they push and force on people. That is the objective, is to get everybody under control, and that you're not allowed to say no to anything when it comes to their prescribed drugs. Now, I have seen over the years, because of my anaphylaxis and my allergic reactions to many pharmaceutical drugs, including all antibiotics, that there is so much that normal products within our home that we can use, which is far superior to the drugs that they are prescribing us, or shall we just call them poisons. We all know that statins cause a lot of harm, but anyway, getting back to the natural products, things like garlic, turmeric, ginger, the list goes on and on and on, and I'll try and make different videos on different products just to sort of recap what it's good for and what it does, and I'm sure you're all quite familiar with that anyway. It's just that, as I say, we've got to get away from this mindset that Big Pharma and the medical fraternity have our best interest at heart. They certainly don't. It is all about their pockets, how much money they can generate. Unfortunately, they do get paid kickbacks for whether it is chemotherapy, other pharmaceutical drugs they're prescribing just for normal, I'm talking chronic medications that are being prescribed. They're getting paid for it all. You guys must excuse, I can feel I'm actually sweating. It's a very hot day here in Polokwane. It's been very hot now for a number of weeks. But anyway, like I say, think very carefully about it. I was rather devastated yesterday. I don't even like speaking about it, and I will not mention whom, but a very good friend of ours for many, many, many years. He did move away from the area where we are currently residing, and he was situated in a city quite not very far, about 300 kilos or so away from us, and I'm speaking under correction. But he went in for a stomach bug, diarrhea, and the day before yesterday, and yesterday morning by 10 o'clock, he had passed away in hospital. His family member was only advised around about 2 o'clock. No, sorry, I'm lying. Around about 12 o'clock, 2 hours after his death, and she phoned me around 2 o'clock to advise me. Now, to be in hospital for less than a day, and for especially, this was not under normal circumstances. This is not a serious issue. They should be able to treat it quite easily, and bring it under control. If there's dehydration, lots of these drips and other means that they could use to get the fluids into the person. They certainly have the means of controlling something like diarrhea. And for somebody to pass away in just a number of hours is just totally unacceptable. But anyway, that's just a different story. I'm just tired of so many people dying and passing away around us. But I'll expound on my story with my journey on the natural health and how that came about. You must all have a lovely day. Lots of love. Bye.